Myths, pages 6 through 9. Ancient Greece. More than 2,500 years ago, the people of ancient Greece developed one of the greatest civilizations the world has ever seen. At times, the Greek Empire stretched from Libya in North Africa all the way to India. The main area of land where the Greek civilization and later its empire began is called Attica. It is bordered in the north by mountains and in the east, west, and south by sea. Mountains also run through the middle of the landmass, and many islands dot the sea around it. These mountains and seas made it difficult to travel around Greece. As a result, each region developed its own ideas and customs. Athens became a center of art and literature, while Sparta concentrated more on military training. Part of history. Greeks believed that mythology was part of their history. Knowledge of different gods may have come from other cultures through travelers or merchants coming to trade. Gods and goddesses from different regions soon blended into the main characters that we know today. Zeus. In ancient Greece, the god Zeus was called the father of gods and men. With his thunderbolt, he ruled over the entire universe. Zeus's parents were Rhea and Cronus. Cronus was told that one of his children would take away his power, so he swallowed each of his children after they were born. This angered Rhea. After she gave birth to Zeus, she wrapped a heavy stone in a blanket and gave that to Cronus to swallow. She hid Zeus on the island of Crete, where he was taken care of by a nymph called Amalthea. The nymph hung his cradle from a tree so that he could not be found on earth, in the heavens, or in the sea. When Zeus grew up, he used a potion to make Cronus cough up his brothers and sister. They defeated Cronus, and Zeus became the ruler of heaven. Here's a map of modern Greece. Above, Greece consists of a rocky undermass and numerous islands. Left, the Parthenon temple was dedicated to the goddess Athena. It stands on top of the Acropolis, a high city in Athens. Creation and the gods. There were two main types of Greek myths: creation myths and morality myths. Creation myths describe how the world, landscape, plants, animals, and even people came to be. Morality myths explain how people should behave and what could happen to them if they do otherwise. One of the most common themes in Greek myths was the hero's quest. The hero must go on a journey and face terrible dangers along the way. Mythical heroes include Hercules, Perseus, and Jason. Fate plays a big part in Greek myths. The characters go through a lot to try to change the outcome of their lives, but fail. The king of thieves tried to avoid the prophecy that his son, Oedipus, would slay him. In the end, he failed, and Oedipus killed him. The myths taught the Greeks that fate could not be avoided. Lessons on how people should act were also told through myths. Goodness and generosity would be rewarded, but unkindness and greed would be punished. The myth of Bacchus and Philemon told how they were kind to two gods disguised as ordinary people. No one else would help, so the two gods destroyed everyone in town except the kind old couple. Love and beauty were also found in many myths, but love did not always have a happy ending, and beauty could be taken away by the gods as punishment. That was the case with Medusa, a beautiful maiden who did something wrong in a temple of Athena. The goddess punished Medusa by turning her hair into snakes and making her face so ugly that anyone who looked at her was immediately turned to stone. Hercules. Hercules, called Hercules by the Roman, was the son of Zeus and Alcmene. He was the greatest hero of Greek myths because of his strength, courage, and cleverness. The goddess Hera, who was in love with Zeus, was very jealous of the child Hercules. She sent 2 snakes to kill him when he was a baby, but the plan failed. The boy was already strong enough to strangle them with his bare hands. Zeus wanted to protect his son. He made a deal with Hera that once Hercules was a man, he would perform 12 labors or tasks. After that, he would become a god. She agreed. She did not believe that anyone could survive the type of deeds Hercules would be sent to do. But Hercules was so powerful that he succeeded. The 12 labors of Hercules included destroying fierce beasts such as 9-headed Hydra, human-eating birds, and huge, dangerous boars and bulls. Cannibalism in myths. It might seem unusual to us, but many myths include stories of people, mainly children, who were sliced, cooked, and eaten. However, the victims were sometimes coughed up whole or rescued and put back together as good as new.